You are now listening to the Q&E podcast.
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want? Well, come and get it, goddammit!
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Q&E podcast. You're here with your boy Q Hicks right now. I got Edgar on the other line. Edgar, tell the people what's good.
It ain't even really nothing good right now. I got at least 2 or 3 picks that I'm looking at real crazy from the NBA draft. For those of y'all who will see this episode when we drop, we are currently watching the NBA draft for 2020 right now as we speak. The big surprises, at least to me and Quincy from this draft, Patrick Williams went number 4. I don't know how or why. Obi Toppin to the Knicks at number 8. I damn near want to cut my TV off. I really don't damn near want to watch the rest of this shit no more. And yeah, every other pick was pretty understandable or expected. But those 2 picks pissed me the hell off. I did not see either one of those coming. Patrick Williams, that pick didn't piss me off, but the Obi Toppin one, I want to drive to New York right now and just slap everybody in the Knicks franchise. That was stupid as hell. Obi Toppin does not deserve to be in that poor excuse of a franchise. Like, I had him going to the Cavs, but it's like, I trust the Cavs more than I trust the Knicks to some degree. You know, anyways, welcome to the Q&E podcast. We got a lot to talk about today. We got NBA news. Week 10 is now over for the NFL. We got a lot coming. Just a lot of emotion right now.
Yeah. And see, the thing about the Patrick Williams, just to piggyback off what Edgar was saying, I was surprised by the Patrick Williams thing because going to the Bulls, he's a player that needs a lot of development. Like, he really doesn't have a lot to his game. He's what they call raw. He doesn't really have a lot. He's just like athletic at this point, and he can defend. So are the Bulls going to be the franchise that develops this player? We haven't seen them develop anybody ever.
They either came with it or they just don't got it. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
So he's somebody who needs to be developed. So if he's not getting developed properly, it's just like, I can see that going, you know what I'm saying, the wrong way for the Bulls early. And Obi Toppin is just like, how many forwards do you need for the Knicks? You have 15 power forwards on that roster already. You added another one? You could have got Tyrese? You could have got my favorite player in the draft was Tyrese Halliburton. And you let him, he's not even picked right now. We're on pick 9, and he's not picked yet. I'm highly upset right now, bro. Highly upset that he's not picked.
Punching the damn air. That's
highly
what I'm doing.
Upset, bro.
Punching the air right now.
But like I said, bro, we got a lot to get into. So we're going to keep y'all updated on the draft while we go through it, give y'all our takes on some of the notable names that we see. But we're going to start off with the NBA, though, bro, because there was a whole lot of shit that happened this week. Whole lot of trades, whole lot of exciting shit that happened since Monday. The first one, I think the first trade happened over the weekend, which was Schroeder to the Lakers, bro. Yeah. What was your first reaction to that?
I was kind of happy about that because the Lakers did need another guard type of piece, especially somebody young, considering they have all the veterans that they have on the team. So getting a young piece like Schroeder, I feel like that was a great move. Other than that, I ain't looked too deep into that trade situation.
This was a huge trade for the Lakers, bro. Huge trade. The best possible trade. I heard everybody was talking about D-Rose. Schroeder was a better fit than D-Rose ever could have been. And this made Rondo, I think Rondo was going to leave anyways. This made his loss easier. And it made Kyle Kuzma expendable. So you can probably get somebody else. If you trade Kuzma, probably get a pick or something like that if you trade Kuzma. So this was the perfect fit for the Lakers. He's going to be your consistent third scoring option. So you don't have to worry about who's going to show up after AD and after LeBron. He's going to be that guy now that we like, okay, he's going to give you 17, 18 points a game.
I was just about to say the athleticism is there, the shots there, the consistency. That's what's big with me with Schroeder. Schroeder is consistent. He has the energy. He has the drive. He's not somebody that you have to force feed to get his rhythm going. He has his rhythm going from the moment he steps on the court. So, again, great pickup by the Lakers and everything you said.
Should have been 6th man of the year last year, too, man. He got slided. Who won 6th man of the year last year? Montrez.
Yeah,
Montrez won 6th man.
I thought Lou Will was going to win it, but it was Trez.
It should have been Schroeder, bro. His impact for that OKC team last year was too underestimated, too understated, bro. He was a big reason why they were a 5th seed, and she should have got 6th man of the year. So a big pickup for the Lakers. All right, the next one, and probably the biggest one, was the Milwaukee trading for Jrue Holiday. But they gave up a lot. They gave up I mean, they ain't give up too much.
I'm about to say you've been very critical of Eric Bledsoe, so I don't want to hear that.
They gave up a lot pick-wise, I guess. They gave up a lot pick-wise.
On paper, it just looks like they gave
up. They gave up 3. And then even when I looked at the picks, bro, I was like, but the trade was Jrue Holiday for Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and 3 first-round picks. But when you think about it, those 3 first-round picks are going to be high because Milwaukee's going to be good if Giannis stays. They're going to be good. So it's like those picks are really going to be like damn near second-round picks or how high they're going to be. So how did you feel about that trade, bro? Do you think this pushes them into the top of the East?
Definitely. I feel like they can still finish, even with everybody coming back healthy, even including KD and Kyrie with Brooklyn right now and with Boston and everybody. It's like I still see Milwaukee posing the threat to still be the number 1 team in the East. I see them not having any excuse now that Jrue Holiday is there because Giannis has been telling the front office to get another piece. They finally got the piece in Jrue Holiday. So you got – it's a big 3. I consider it a big 3. Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Jrue Holiday. You know, I feel like they got pieces.
As long as we say that the third is Middleton, I'm cool.
I will agree with this. It's Jrue Holiday. I will agree. They have no excuse. I was going to say the Milwaukee Bucks have no excuse to not make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I said the same thing about the Nets, though. The Nets and now the Milwaukee Bucks both have no excuse to not make it.
But I do want to notify you guys of this. They also tried to trade for Bogdan Bogdanović, but that trade ended up falling through because Bogdan Bogdanović is a restricted free agent. So he basically had the decision. If he didn't want to go to Milwaukee, he really didn't have to, and he didn't want to. And he never really agreed to the trade because he's a restricted free agent and he can basically do what he wants to. So they say he's going to be a free agent on Friday when the period opens up. So he can really go wherever he wants at this point. But he's trying to find an offer sheet because he's still restricted. So if he gets an offer sheet and the Kings match it, then he's going to be back with the Kings. So he's just trying to get his money right now. And he felt like the Bucks weren't going to give him his money because look how much money they're giving to their first 3 guys. Yeah. You're paying Middleton damn near 30. You're paying Giannis damn near 30. You're paying I don't know how much Jrue Holiday making, but I'm sure he's making around 25.
He getting a check.
He's making about 25. So you really don't have enough cap space to pay somebody like Bogdan Bogdanović. That would have been a huge pickup for them, though.
Definitely. They definitely wouldn't have had no excuse then. If they got, that'd have been crazy. Yeah. They damn near would have been the biggest threat to the
They were going to have the best starting lineup for sure. They were going to have the best starting lineup in the league if they had Bogdan Bogdanović. Because you talk about a shooter, and he can be a secondary playmaker as well. That was going to be huge for them. So him leaving that trade, I think, was the biggest story. So him leaving, I would hold back my take on them going far in the playoffs. I still have to see how it comes together throughout the season. But looking at it on paper, when I first seen the Bogdan Bogdanović trade, I was like, oh, they win in the East because I'm like, you got Bogdan, you got Jrue, you got Middleton, and you got Giannis. I'm like, damn, he got so many people around him. Giannis can take a chill seat and he can be cool throughout the playoff race. But I thought Bogdan was going to be huge. So
but even without him, I still strongly believe they have a chance to at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I have Brooklyn making it to the finals. I have Brooklyn making it out.
That's what I'm saying, making it to the finals. So do you see them going far with this roster if no Bogdan? Are they getting to the finals?
Yeah, they're getting to the Eastern Conference because I'm calling Brooklyn to go to the finals. Okay. They're going to the Eastern Conference Finals for sure, though. At least I'm predicting them to anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, it's funny, bro, because I got to see how Brooklyn comes together too. I don't want to pick too soon on either of these teams. I really want to watch and see how both of these teams come together because I still feel like my Heat gonna do something. A lot of people sleeping on my Heat. And they snuck up on a lot of teams last year. I feel like we're going to do it again. Y'all looking at the top teams, and my Heat going to do the same thing. They probably going to be 4th or 5th seed, and they're going to sneak up once.
I was just going to say the Heat might end up being the 4th best team in the East. Because I'm going to give a real – we're going to do an episode on this, like, closer to the start time. But my early prediction right now for at least the top 4 to 5 teams, I got Brooklyn as the 1 seed. Actually, no. I'll have the Bucks as the 1 seed, Brooklyn as the 2, Boston as 3, and Miami as the 4, and I'll probably put Toronto at the 5. If I were to give an early one right now.
I'm just not confident in Brooklyn, bro. I feel like them niggas something gonna happen. They gonna nothing injury wise, but they're gonna self-implode. It's like nobody can really beat that team because you're so talented.
Yeah.
They're going to self-implode somehow.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
surprised by that at all. But we can just keep on with the Nets storylines, bro. Harden, there's reports Harden want to slide to the Nets, bro. And you talk about self-imploding. If Harden get there, boy, we talking about some real self-implosion.
I've been telling everybody. Everybody think I'm crazy when I say this, bro. I told everybody, if Harden goes to the Nets, they're not winning anything. Like, I need people to know that they're not going to the championship.
Because Kyrie gonna be mad as hell. Kyrie gonna be mad as hell because he don't got the ball in his hand. Exactly. It's gonna be in Harden's hands.
I kept telling people, like, some people on Facebook was telling me, like, bro, it's gonna work. You remember how Harden was playing when he was with OKC and he was able to shut up? I'm like, bro, you know how long ago that was? Harden has become a 35 point per game averager. Like, you think he all of a sudden just gonna be like, yeah, I'm cool, only making like 25 a game, if that. Like, no, like, that's not happening. And y'all think Kyrie just gonna not be the floor general on the court? No. Kyrie damn near ineffective as hell when he don't got a ball in his hand. So it's like,
I don't know who the Nets GM is, bro, but he need to stop. He need to cut them talks off right now. Do not trade for Harden, bro.
Do not.
That's
do that.
Too much.
But because Max Kellerman made I was watching the first take the other day. Max Kellerman made a very good point. He said, you damn near would have to trade Kyrie anyway to get James Harden. Like, you could put LeVert in the trade. You could put Dinwiddie. You could put however many draft picks you want. Kyrie going to have to be part of that trade if you want James Harden. Like, that's damn near going to be one of the biggest trades of, like, the past decade for basketball.
They can't play together. They can't play together. And it's really that simple, bro. Even when I seen it before last week, they was talking about Harden to the Nets. I thought it was like some fairy tale pipe dream shit.
No.
Yeah, they just talking about that bullshit. I'm like, oh, they really trying to do this.
Yes.
I'm like, bruh, nah, bruh. You supposed to, especially in the NBA we in right now, bro, you got to have your two leaders, your two stars, bruh, and then have everybody else fill in. But when you have three figureheads, three icons like Kyrie, KD, and Harden, too many cooks in the kitchen, and they're all ball dominant. Not KD as much, but Harden and Kyrie, them boys need the rock in their hands, my boy.
Exactly.
They need that rock.
KD don't need the rock in his hand because it's like whenever you pass the ball to KD, he gonna make shit happen regardless. Mm-hmm. He doesn't necessarily have to get a rhythm. Kyrie has to have the ball in his hands to get his rhythm. James Harden has to have the ball in his hands. And I think I seen a post. Jalen Rose, he even said it. Y'all know what KD not trying to do? Sit there and just watch Kyrie and Harden dribble the whole time. That's what KD
and that's why it's so crazy because I've been hearing that KD is the one that's really been pushing for this trade. And I'm like, KD, you gonna be the odd man out of everybody staying together because they gonna be the ones with the ball in their hands. You gonna get your touches for sure because you KD.
You either gonna be the odd man out. You either gonna be the odd man out, or you secretly want to get Kyrie out of there.
Yeah,
one or the other.
Facts, because all three of them shit's not gonna work. And they said that's why the trade really hasn't happened yet because it's still like tension, like because Kyrie don't want him. Kyrie doesn't want him, but KD wants him. So now they really going back and forth, like, oh, who are we gonna listen to? Like, should we listen to Kyrie? No, listen to your fucking heart and your brain, nigga. This shit ain't gonna work. God damn, it's that fucking simple, dog.
They're not even calling Steve Nash their coach. Like, you're not even.
And that's another thing. I was listening to somebody talk this week. They was like, they're trying to get Harden because of Mike D'Antoni. Because he just was with Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah.
And I'm like, niggas ain't even respecting Nash. They're going right to D'Antoni as like the coach right now, de facto coach at this point. I'm like, they're not even respecting Nash, bro. You just a product of.
They're not calling this man coach. They looking over him when it comes to who we picking up. Like, I'm just like, this is not gonna work. It's gonna be a circus.
Steve Nash even knows this wouldn't work, and I know I feel like he knows this, bro. Especially in a Mike D'Antoni offense, bro. It's one person with the ball in their hands, and they're dominating the ball. They're dominating the ball. Everybody else fill in. You spot up. So it's going to be like some take turns type shit. All right, Kyrie, it's your turn. Okay, Harden, it's your turn.
Terrible. That's not going to go well.
That shit ain't going to work, bro. That shit not going to work. So that shit is a done deal, bro. Do not do that shit. I like Harden personally. I like Harden with the Heat. Niggas ain't talking about it. I like Harden with the Heat personally. He can add something to the table. I like him with the Heat. And I like him better in Philly as well. So Philly and Miami really my two destinations.
The Heat? Wasn't thinking about it.
I like him better there because I feel like he can be somebody who can score in bunches. And you heard, I feel like I said it before, or maybe last week, I was like, He can score in bunches. He can take over in those first 3 quarters, and he can get you to the fourth.
You did. You said
And in
that.
the fourth quarter, Jimmy Butler going to take you, and he going to win the game. We already know about Harden's clutch issues.
Who would we have to give up, though, for Harden?
You're going to have to give up a lot. They're going to ask for Hero. You're not going to give up Bam, and you're not going to give up
I was about to say, you're not giving
Butler.
up Bam.
So you're going to have to give up Hero.
You're not giving up Bam or Jimmy.
So you're going to have to go Hero, Nunn, Robinson.
Damn.
You're going to give up a look. Hey, it's Harden, bro. This is a top 5 player in the league.
I know, but damn,
top 5 player in the league.
You giving up your whole potentially great young core for a player that we just said we don't know if he ever going to win a ring.
But this is what I always say, and I've been saying this. Jimmy is 31 years old, bro. His time is not long. He's not, and his
Harden
on the back end.
Harden is 32. I think Harden a year or two older.
They're on the same type of time, bro.
Yeah.
So this young core, if the Heat want to win a championship right now with Jimmy Butler, they have to get these moves starting right now because Jimmy's time is ticking, and he's on the back end of his prime. So I understand you want to keep the young core together. I understand it. I truly do. But Jimmy Butler, who is the main source, the main reason why you got to the finals, his time is ticking. He on the back end. So you need to make win-now moves, bro. And Harden, Bradley Beal, whoever is a win-now move for today.
Honestly, I like the Bradley Beal move because I feel like you'll have to give up a good chunk, but I feel like you'll just have to give literally an arm and a leg for Harden. You would have
Hero, whoever we get.
Hero going. Hero
has to be the one gone. He's going to be the one gone.
Yeah, I feel like for Harden, it's going to have to be I'm predicting this. If the Heat were to get Harden, it would be Hero, Robinson, 2 first-rounders, and a second-round pick.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. And the Rockets will be happy. We got Harden, and you already know what Harden can give you on the offensive side of the ball. You have nothing but defense surrounding him, so you ain't got to worry about his defensive issues because you have nothing but defense around him. And like I said, Jimmy takes it home in the fourth quarter. So everything is shored up, and that's a championship team right there. You're getting there. For sure, you're getting there if Harden is on the Heat today. And that's what I want people to keep in their mind. I understand you want to keep the future in your minds, but like I said, Jimmy is the main reason why you're getting to the finals. A team with Hero and Bam, I don't think that team, even in the future, is getting you to a finals. Jimmy is the main reason you're getting there. His time
I think Hero and Bam together can get you there. It's just in the timeline of Harden and Jimmy, it probably won't happen. It'll be
by the time Hero comes into his prime self.
Yeah,
Jimmy
it'll be like
done.
6 years, about 5-6 years.
Jimmy will be done. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. They have to make a decision because I think Giannis is going to sign his Supermax extension with Milwaukee. So they need to get that shit out of their mind. Like Giannis is gone. He's staying in Milwaukee. So
once they got Drew, I was like, he finna sign that Supermax.
Yeah, so he's staying in Milwaukee. So now the Heat need to move on. Okay, you got Harden right there available. You have you got Bill available. The Wizards always say he's not available, but he's available if you give him the right pieces. So, and everybody wants Hero. So you have to make these moves right now, Miami, because like I said, Jimmy is on this timeline. I understand the future, but you got to make these win-now moves if you want to get there. I'm telling y'all. But moving on. Anything else on that topic?
No.
All right, but let's move on to CP3 and the Suns, man. We basically said this was going to happen last week. But how do you feel about the deal, seeing it come together?
I was the one saying Drew. I mean, when you said the CP3 one, I was like, hell yeah, that'll work too. But I thought Drew would have low-key been a better fit. Just age-wise, health-wise, I feel like Drew probably would have been a better pick. But CP3 is still that dude. Like, if CP3 is healthy, he's going to give you buckets. He's going to give you great perimeter defense. And he's going to be able to complement Booker's play style. So I feel like that'll be a great shooting backcourt in general with how strong the West will be for this upcoming season. So I like it. I just hate the fact that Oubre got traded out of that. I felt like Oubre was going to have to get traded regardless of how it happened. But damn, I really wish Oubre would have stayed.
They really didn't give up too much, in my opinion, bro.
They didn't, but I just didn't want Oubre to be part of the deal. Because I wanted him to stay with Phoenix because y'all know how much I've been talking about Phoenix on the upswing for the longest now. So I feel like Oubre staying with Ayton, I feel like both of them would have been 2 very key assets when it came to in the paint type shit. So
yeah. But I feel like the Suns just felt comfortable because they have two wings right now in Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges and you got Saric. So you have multiple forwards that you feel confident in moving forward. So they felt like Oubre was expendable, and he was really the only piece that you gave up in that trade, in my opinion. You didn't give up nothing crazy. Real. So if you had to give up Oubre to get Chris Paul and this is the thing. Well, Chris Paul is not going to be around for long. We know this. We know he's 36 right now. Okay, boom. You know he's not going to be there for long. You have to give Booker some type of playoff experience so he can build off of it. He has to build off of it right now. He's been in the league for 5 years, and he's wasting his prime. You have to give this man some type of winning experience before somebody like a Chris Paul retires. And that's why I think they made such a win-now move by getting a Chris Paul. We talked about it last week. They can be a possible 4th, 5th, 6th seed in the Western Conference with this move. And that's what Booker needs to see. He needs to see the playoffs before he ends up jetting the Suns, bro. He needs to see the playoffs, and that's why he had to see the move. We know the Western Conference was going to be deep. We like the Suns coming into this season, even without Chris Paul, but this just puts them over the top, and it really solidifies them in the playoff spot for me.
Yeah, without Chris Paul, I had them going 7th, maybe an 8th seed, just getting by. But definitely with Chris Paul, whether it would have been Chris Paul, Drew Holiday, or whoever else would have got traded there, they're definitely in that range of 4th, 5th, 6th seed. So they're going to have a comfortable spot in the playoffs for sure.
Mm-hmm. Because I was saying, like, I was hearing people talk about were they a threat? So you see they're going to be you think they're going to be a threat to like the LAs or the Denvers or anything like that?
Not to the LAs.
Yeah, I mean,
just because of Phoenix got the size. So I mean, other than CP3 and Booker, they got the size on the team. But who would I see they could pose a threat to? Denver.
Tyrese going to the Kings.
That's crazy.
Whoa!
This draft is.
Did not see that.
This draft is pissing me off. Oh my god! I gotta look at all 3 of our lists after this whole draft over.
Wow! But, I definitely had Tyrese going to the Hawks, bro, in our mock draft. That shit.
I forgot where I had him going. I think I had.
We all had him 6. We all had him 6.
We did. We all had him 6.
Going to the Hawks.
But yeah, what was I saying though? Who was we talking about?
The Suns.
Suns. Yeah. I feel like they could pose a threat to Denver. They could pose a threat to possibly the Warriors with the way they can shoot.
Oh, we have to talk about that too. The Warriors, yeah. Klay Thompson. We've been hearing some speculation that he could be having some type of right lower leg injury. Speculation is that it could be a possible Achilles. He's coming off an ACL on his left knee, and now we're talking about a right. Maybe an Achilles, knock on wood. We obviously want it to be something minor, but that's the speculation right now, bro. So the Warriors, we've been having high expectations for them.
Yeah.
And it's really a dark day in Golden State right now, even after getting somebody like a James Wiseman, bro. So that shit crazy.
I seen it and I was just like, the Warriors are not gonna be what we expected them to be. If Klay ain't playing,
oh no.
That whole top 4 that I had them in the West, yeah, that shit dead. They could still make the playoffs with a healthy Steph.
In this Western Conference, bro. Conference,
they can still make it. If everybody come back healthy with a James Wiseman, without Klay, they can make 7th, 8th seed. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not gonna say they will, but it's definitely possible.
They definitely battling for 8th.
Yeah,
they nothing higher than 8th without Klay.
I'll give them the respect still of Steph still being fully healthy and Draymond. I'll still give them the respect.
I don't know, bro.
They could possibly be a 7th seed, but with Klay, they was automatically a top 5 seed off rip. But now that Klay is down, prayers to Klay. I hope it's not what speculation says, and I hope it's not a Achilles tear or nothing like that, because that means you finna miss the whole season. Basically, yep. Yeah, you finna miss the whole season.
9 months, yeah. That shit crazy, man. So yeah, prayers up to Klay. That shit was definitely tragic, bro. So definitely got to see how that plays out in the coming days, bro.
Oh, and one thing I wanted to say about that, I want to say it was not last season, but the season before, when the quote unquote trade rumors of Klay Thompson were surfacing. But it was kind of like they was trying to like downplay it, like, no, that's just BS or whatever. We're not trading Klay. We never want to trade Klay. Klay came out and said, I want to play for this franchise forever. These injuries, boy, bless you. These injuries, I I don't know.
Trade Clay for who? I don't remember this at all.
You don't remember this being in the talks?
Trade Clay.
Clay either wanted. They were saying Clay either wanted to walk or they had trade talks in order for Clay or something like that. I think this was like 2 seasons ago. It might have been the rumors, huh?
When KD was there.
I think it's when KD was getting ready to leave. I think that's what it was. So it might have been right before last season started.
Yeah,
possibly. It might have been. But the rumors were that Clay either wanted to walk or Clay might have been getting traded or whatever or something like that. His party and the Warriors party both downplayed the scenario like, no, we plan on staying together. He's a part of this franchise. But, hey, trading him ain't that too far off with the injuries that he's getting now. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's like, hey, you got to look to the future at some point. If these injuries going to continue to be a problem, it's like, damn, bro, you Clay, you a splash brother, but we got to do what we got to do in this situation.
Yeah. Man, I'm so happy for my man Tyrese, bro. Definitely my favorite player in the draft. He was my favorite player coming into the draft. And go check out my Tyrese Halliburton video. I got one up too.
Yeah.
He definitely one of my favorite ones. But let's move on to the next topic, bro. What else we got for the NBA? The last thing I had was the Horford trade. The Horford for basically Danny Green. So it was Horford, a first round pick and a second round pick for Danny Green.
For nothing.
I seen the trade. I thought I was reading it wrong, bro. When I first read the trade, I'm like, you giving up first and a second round? And Horford?
Danny Green?
For Danny Green? What? Make it make sense.
No,
that made no sense, bro. Oh,
gave all that away for nothing.
And I keep seeing Philly fans say it's a good deal. I'm like, what? What are you looking at?
What
are you looking at?
They just like the fact that they're in the trade talk. That's all it is. They just like the fact they're in news right now.
Oh my goodness, bro. I just keep saying they're like, oh yeah, that's good. That's a good move. No, it's not.
No.
People, they traded Horford like he was a bad deal and a bad contract. No, Horford still is a good player. He was just in a bad situation, being the backup center for the Sixers. You could have traded him to the Kings for a Buddy Hield or something like that, because the Kings need a center. But you traded him to the OKC for Danny Green, and you giving up 2 picks? That shit disgusting to me,
Wild.
Bro. That shit was disgusting to me when I seen it.
I was like, this is ugly. Like,
just the ugly trade. It didn't make sense.
I didn't even want to retweet it. I was like, this is so ugly. Like, what?
It did make sense, bro. I understand that he wasn't a good fit in Philly, bro, but that was a terrible trade. I don't care what anything says, bro. That was a terrible trade. And I think that was all of the deals that happened. We had some Gordon Hayward speculation to the Hawks, but we still have to see how that shakes out and things like that. But we can move on to the NFL, bro. Huge week. Had one of the biggest players I've ever seen in my life with this
literally
shit, bro. Oh my goodness. So we can start off with the Bills versus Cardinals game, bro. How did you react to that motherfucking play?
Bro, I seen it live, and I was like, first off, I'm thinking if somebody catches it, it's not going to be no real deal catch. It was going to be a bobble in the air if somebody come down with it. The fact that D-Hop went up on 3 defenders, and they all jumped at the same time. It's not like he was only jumping with 1 or jumping with 2. He jumped with all 3 of them and snagged it. I was like, D-Hop different, bro. He don't drop. He like Larry Fitzgerald. He don't drop. D-Hop just don't drop passes. So I was just nuts, like that. And the fact that he was capping afterwards, though. He was like, I knew I wasn't going to miss. He was like, I knew I wasn't going to drop the pass. I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just be humble. Just be humble and accept the praise. Don't be like, yeah, I knew I was going to catch it. No, you didn't know that.
But this is the first thing, because this was my first Hail Mary I've ever seen live, bro.
For real?
First Hail Mary I ever seen live, yeah.
I seen like 2, 3, maybe.
Nah, this was the first one, and this was the best one I've ever seen, bro. 3 niggas? Oh, nah, bro. And I would say this, though.
They were saying, was this one or the Megatron one better? I was like, this one low-key better than that one.
Yeah.
I was like, this one low-key better because Megatron, he had 3 people on him, but he had 2 jump with him, and then 1 came.
D-Hop, it was the same thing here, though. It was the same thing here. It was 2 that jumped with D-Hop, and there was a 3rd that ran in, and when he still got there in time for the ball.
I don't know. I just feel like they the defenders were closer to D-Hop than the defenders were to Megatron. I feel like that's what it was. I feel like the proximity of it was closer with D-Hop. Yeah. I feel like that's why that one was a little bit better.
But I want to tell you and all these niggas that been on this DK Metcalf train, I want to put all this best wide receiver talk to bed. Why?
Why?
We just see who the best wide receiver is. What are you talking about? Why? All that talk need to go to bed, bro. I don't want to hear that joke. No. And we seen what happened to D-Hop this weekend. Jalen Ramsey, does that ring a bell? Clamping that boy? Yeah, man. Yeah, all that D-Hop talk, best wide receiver, he gonna be good. He gonna be great. But let's calm that shit down, man. The best wide receiver we seeing on Sunday make a huge play for the Cardinals, man. DeAndre Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the league. That's all I had to say.
Are you done?
That's all I got to say.
Are you done?
That's all I had to say.
Okay. DK Metcalf is still the best wide receiver in the league right now. D-Hop is number 2. So
the best wide receiver in the league does not get shut down.
It was Jalen Ramsey. What the hell?
Whoa, D-Hop not getting shut down by Jalen Ramsey? No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
They were in the same division. D-Hop and Jalen Ramsey were in the same division, and he never got shut down like that.
Next topic. DK Metcalf is the best receiver in the league. D-Hop is number 2.
After what you seen on Saturday,
you're letting a Hail Mary change your opinion?
No, I was still D-Hop number 1 now. I was already on this, but I want to put y'all niggas to bed on this DK train that y'all seen why and who the number 1 receiver is. That's all I'm saying, bro. It was just more evidence to why he's the number 1.
I mean, it's been plenty of evidence throughout this season why DK can be the number 1 receiver.
He's got shut down a couple times this year, and that don't happen to the best wide receiver. That's all I'm saying, bro. Can you admit that? Can you just admit that, though? He got shut down.
Jalen Ramsey is the best corner in the league.
But this isn't the first time he got shut down, though.
Okay, Quincy.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Best wide receiver don't get shut down, bro. But I want to stick on the Cardinals topic, though, because I want to make this bold take. I think I'm going to make it. Kyler Murray will win the NFL MVP.
He will win
the NFL MVP.
No, he's definitely a candidate, but no.
Let me get my points off.
The only way he'll make it is if they get to the playoffs. If they get to the playoffs,
hey, that ain't what I'm worried about. This is what I'm saying, bro.
You realize they're.
Can I go?
Yeah.
All right. This is what I'm saying, bro. Patrick Mahomes, we already expected the Chiefs to be good, and we expected him to be great. He's having another great season. We understand that. But this what he's doing with this Cardinals team right now, 6-3, and could possibly take over the division from Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. And I think this Thursday night game is going to be huge for the MVP case. If he comes out and dominates Russell Wilson for a second time this season, I'm telling you, he's going to be neck and neck with Patrick Mahomes in this MVP conversation, bro. He's going to supersede Aaron Rodgers, and he's going to get over Russell Wilson, bro. This game on Thursday night is huge for the MVP race. He's going to be neck and neck with Patrick Mahomes. And I feel like Patrick Mahomes and them are going to lose a couple games toward the back end. And it's really going to slip his MVP case. Kyler going to keep on rising up.
That's not happening, bro. I really rock with Kyler. I feel like he's definitely he has the potential to be the front runner for MVP next season for sure. But this season, I don't see it happening. He's going to have to how many games left? Like 6, maybe 7 for some people. But I feel like he's really gonna have to show out these last 6 to 7 games.
He's been showing out this whole season.
He has, but he's gonna have to really just crank. He's gonna have to run away with it. He's gonna have to run away with it these last 6 to 7 games in order for me to just say he definitely getting.
Nah, he gonna be a definite top 2 finish though. Definite top 2 finish. But I'm telling you, it's going to be neck and neck between him and Patrick Mahomes. And this is all on the Chiefs sliding toward the back end. Because I've seen their schedule, and they got a few losses on their schedule, in my opinion. They have a few losses. So I'm like, if they lose these games, I'm like, Kyler can really be sneaking up there, man. Because I'm telling you.
Do we count the I know for NBA we don't count playoffs when it comes to awards. Do we count playoffs?
Nah.
We don't.
Regular season award, my brother.
Yeah, he really just gonna have to show me. He really gonna have to just run away with it these last 6 games if he want to win it for real. Otherwise, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Pat or damn near Aaron Rodgers.
I want to say this about the Packers. They suck. They suck, bro.
What?
Come on, bro. Seeing what I'm seeing, bro, they're not the same team that they were at the beginning of the season, bro.
They don't suck.
But I will say this.
They may not be like amazing, but they don't suck. No.
They're the same team from last season that we seen, bro. They got far in the playoffs, but it's just like, do you have enough? And teams are better this year. And you're the same, basically. And do you have enough for Aaron Rodgers, bro? But they are getting somebody key back this week. Allen Lazard is coming back this week. So if Lazard comes back and shows up and play like he was playing in the beginning of the season, because I think that's when they started to tail off. They started to tail off when he was injured with that abdomen injury. He's been out for like 8 weeks. So if he get back and was playing how he was playing at the beginning of the year, I would take back the suck comment. But what I've been seeing from the Packers, bro, they ain't impressing me, bro, at all. They ain't impressing me at all.
I completely disagree. One of the top 2 or 3 teams in the NFC, in my opinion, right now. I feel like
by record.
Not by record, but both. I still in the NFC right now. I still see them as one of the top 2 or 3 teams. You could definitely make a case they possibly the 5th, 6th best team in the league. Still, you could definitely make a case for that.
Not if you're watching with your eyes. If you're watching with your record, I can understand. But if you're watching with your eyes, bro, I'm not.
Based off of how A-Rod playing and their record, you can definitely make that assumption.
Can't see it, bro. Can't see it. Almost losing to the Jags. Disgusting. Come on,
Patriots
bro.
almost lost to the Jets, and they won.
The Patriots? We comparing the Patriots?
No, I'm
to
just
the
saying.
Packers?
If we're talking about teams playing trash teams, I'm just saying.
To a good team? What are you talking about here?
I'm not making an actual comparison. I'm just saying the Jets almost beat the Patriots, but we see how that turned out. Jags almost beat the Packers.
We seen it. You're comparing the Patriots to the Packers, and I'll completely disagree with you.
No, I'm not comparing the teams. I'm just comparing the scenarios of playing trash teams.
Why are you trying to shoot this man this bell, bro? He hasn't been playing that great, bro.
I'm not shooting a bell. I'm just saying.
Aaron Rodgers is still playing MVP football, is what I will say. But the team as a whole, I just can't be impressed, bro. I can't be impressed. All right, moving on. Rams versus Seahawks. One question. Are the Rams sleeper Super Bowl contenders?
They are. Definitely sleeper contenders. I didn't see them being this well this late into the season. Did I think they would be trash? No, but did I see them becoming a sleeper team to, hey, they could damn near make the Super Bowl if none of these other teams paying attention? I definitely did not see that. I definitely seen them making the playoffs possibly, but other than that, nah, I ain't see too much.
Yeah. I don't see them as a Super Bowl contender. They're definitely getting to the playoffs. They're a good playoff team. I don't even think I had them making the playoffs this year. So they definitely exceeded my expectations already just by being in this position. And I think it's a 3-way tie for first in the NFC West too. So it can really go either way.
I think they were the one team in the NFC West.
Yeah, I had them in last.
I had them making the playoffs, I don't think. Yeah. But I damn near had all other three teams making it. I had the Cardinals, the Seahawks, and the Rams making it out of that division, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just had the I don't even think I had the Seahawks. I just had the 49ers and the Cardinals making the playoffs out of that division. But the Rams, they, like I said, bro, they definitely exceeded my expectations, but I see a playoff. It's still something about Jared Goff that I can't completely jump onto. When the man get pressure on him and he can't get into that play action passing game, he is not the same quarterback. He was getting into a rhythm, but we're seeing this against Seattle defenses the whole season. They can't stop anybody. And he was really let him do what he wants.
They also just lost one of their top offensive linemen too. So it's like,
last week.
Goff got to definitely tighten up now. He got to have his peripheral vision on point because now you done lost your blindside blocker. And it's full speed ahead. We in the latter half of the season now. So no time for F-ups, no time for fumbling, none of that.
And that's what I'm saying. When Goff has pressure on him, and we've seen it kind of on Sunday. When he has pressure on him, he's a completely different quarterback. A lot of quarterbacks are different with pressure on them, but some can evade pressure. But he's really like a statue in the pocket. He ain't moving that much. He really like Brady. He going to stay in that pocket more. He really wants to stay in that pocket. And when you get pressure on him, he's completely different. When he can get into that play action, the running game is going well, he looks like a good quarterback. You get the pressure on him, bro, he can't overcome that situation. So like you said, to your point, missing that offensive lineman, that can really come and bite them in the ass, especially with his shortcomings as not a good quarterback under pressure. So I see them as a playoff team, but not Super Bowl contender. Not Super Bowl contender. Moving on. Ravens versus Pats, bro. Whole lot of shit happened this game, bro.
Yeah, I was not expecting Cam to pull that off. I really wasn't.
At all, bro.
I think that got both of us, didn't it? Because we both picked the Ravens.
Yeah, I definitely picked the Ravens. I didn't expect this at all.
At all.
I really thought this wasn't even gonna be close, honestly.
I thought it was gonna be a blowout, damn.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to be close at all. But especially in those conditions, you know what I'm saying? In those conditions. But I guess that helped the Patriots because the Patriots really want to run the ball. So it's just like shit. In this weather, we have to run the ball.
Hey, but shout out to Cam though for getting the dub. I'm always happy to see Cam win. It's just I didn't expect you to do that. Like, at all. Not against the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? So
man, I feel like that game. Did that game tell you more about the Ravens or did it tell you more about the Patriots and them finding a formula of winning?
Low key told me more about the Patriots and their formula of winning. I feel like the Ravens have just been getting a lot of criticism this year. We've been criticizing Lamar singly as well.
And it's funny, bro, because you remember at the beginning of the season, we was like, we really haven't heard much about the Ravens.
Yeah.
In these past few weeks, we've been hearing a lot of criticism.
It went from they under the radar to they're on the radar for all the wrong reasons. So I feel like this game told me way more about the Patriots and how they can figure out how to win. And they're back on track of winning and finishing 500 or possibly above 500 if they play correctly. The Ravens, I'm not too worried about them. They still going to make the playoffs. They're still a threat. How big of a threat? That's the question mark at this point, but they got it on lock. I ain't worried about them at all.
Hold on. What you just said?
What?
You said something about the Ravens having something on lock.
They got the playoffs on lock.
Ooh, that's not true.
Why ain't true?
Hey, if you look at the AFC playoff picture, that playoff picture, bro, the Titans are not in the playoffs. If we were to start the playoffs right now, the Titans, who are 6-3, are not in the playoffs. It's a couple of teams like that.
I'm predicting the Ravens to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs.
How they playing?
If we were just to go off of the records right now, okay.
I'm just saying how the record's looking right now, bro. It's just like, and I think they play the Titans this week too. I think they play the Titans. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be interesting to see. But man, it's a log jam in the AFC though, bro. Yeah. Like I said, it's 9 teams who are 6-3 and up. So that's gonna be real difficult to even squeeze in. So if you lose a couple of games in a row, your season could possibly be over, bro. For real. So everybody got to tighten up at this point. And I also think this game taught us more about how the Patriots can continue to win moving forward. They have a lot of winnable games actually moving forward. I just talked about the AFC playoff picture. I don't think they make the playoffs or anything like that, but I think they can still end up having a good season, contrary to what we were thinking a couple of weeks ago when they were 2-5 or whatever.
Actually, let me look at the rest of their schedule because
it ain't that bad. They can be at 8-8, 9-7 type team.
Let me see where I'm looking at it right now.
Because I think they got the Texans this week.
They got the Texans next. That's the Cardinals. That's a L. Chargers.
I wouldn't say that now.
Chargers. That's a dub. Rams. Possibly a L.
A lot of Dolphins in there. That's winnable.
It is winnable, but Dolphins.
Winnable.
Is winnable.
You got to think about who our head coach is. Who the head coach for the Patriots, bro. And you know how he going to get into a quarterback mind. He going to get into a young quarterback mind, man.
And then
that's how I think about it.
You got the Bills and then the Jets.
They almost beat the Bills a couple weeks ago.
Huh?
I said they almost beat the Bills a couple weeks ago if it weren't for the fumble.
True. And the Jets are the Jets. So
you really only said a couple of L's where I was like,
I see them. They could lose to the Cardinals, they could lose to the Rams, and they could lose to the Bills for sure.
Yeah, and then also the Dolphins. Also the Dolphins. Yeah. But like I said, those are all toss-ups.
Only teams I really got them beaten are the Texans, the Chargers, and the Jets for sure. Those are for sure dubs.
But out of those 4 games, out of those 4 teams you just said, I can see them winning 2 out of those 4 games that you just said. They can easily beat any of those teams. With the formula that they got right now and the time control and how Cam playing, he not turning the ball over. I like the formula they got going right now. I got the formula. Like I said, no playoffs. I think people over-exaggerating that. But I think they can still end up having a salvageable season. 8-8, like I said, 9-7, something along those lines. Moving on. Colts versus Titans, man. got the Colts smacked the Titans on Thursday Night Football last week, bro.
Not expecting that.
Not expecting that at all, bro. So what's wrong with the Titans from what you've been seeing, bro? Is this something that's sticking out to you? Any takeaways from what's been going on the last few weeks?
I honestly don't know. First off, over the past 2-3 weeks, I haven't even been watching any Titans games, honestly. But
that's when they've been sliding.
Yeah, just based off of the highlights I've been seeing and just off of the competition they've been playing, I'm just like, there's no way they can't win these games, especially with Tannehill playing the way he's playing and Derrick Henry running the way he's running. I feel like it's just on the defense at this point to keep the games low scoring and just figure out a way to get the offense the ball back as quickly as you can. I feel like that's where they haven't been executing that. So they need to find a way defensively to keep themselves in the game and not just have it be a run scoreboard up type of situation.
And I feel like Derrick Henry, he's the main source of that offense. He hasn't been as effective as we know him to be.
Yeah.
But he is somebody in the second half of seasons who really kicks it up a notch. So hopefully in the second half of this season, he can really get it going. But I think when he's not going, it really hurts the whole entire offense because he has to get something. And so the play action game can start moving. Tannehill been playing solid. I ain't going to blame Tannehill, but it's just the defense. You're giving up 34 points to the Colts? That's tough. That's tough. That Phillip Rivers is like, whoa. That's kind of crazy giving up 34 points to them, bro. So, they definitely got to tighten up. But do you believe in the Colts? Do you see them going somewhere anytime soon?
They can definitely make a playoff run, but other than that, no. I see them making it to the playoffs and losing the first game. Like that's the ceiling for them right now, which isn't bad. Hey, you made it to the postseason, but
Agreed. All right, bro. Let's move on to 2 Wild Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Got a couple of them today.
Get these tweets up, bro. What was the last pick in the NBA draft, bro?
Isaiah Stewart went to the Portland Trail Blazers at pick number 16. Cole Anthony went 15 to the Magic.
Really?
Whoa.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
I definitely thought they was gonna get Tyrell Terry. Ooh. All right, bro. Tyrell going to the Heat. I feel it. Tyrell going to the Heat, bro. If he get to the Heat, bro, he gonna be solid, bro. They can develop that boy. That boy gonna be straight. All right, bro.
Timberwolves got their pick in already.
Yeah, at this point in the draft, bro, you should be. If
somebody gets taken, you should definitely know.
Yeah, you should really know who you trying to get, bro. All right, bro. Let's move forward with the 2 Wild Wednesday. So we got the Dolphins will win the AFC East. 2 wild, not too wild.
Not too wild. I got the Bills still staying on top and just finishing the season strong and winning it. But the way Tua is playing, the way Coach Brian has this team like flourishing right now, you even gave props saying that he damn near can win Coach of the Year if they finish this off right. The way the Dolphins are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they get the top seed in that division based on how the other 2 teams in the division are playing and are just situated with their record right now.
Not too wild. They will win this division. I'm telling you, they will win this division. I think the Bills, I already told you about the Bills. I'm not really confident in the way they've been playing the past few weeks, but I do like the formula that the Dolphins have going with the running game has been better. Tua with his precision passing, and the defense is what we should be giving a lot of the credit to for this Miami Dolphins team, and they really slide under the radar. This defense ain't giving up too many points, bro. They really stout. So I like the way the formula they got over there, and I got them winning the AFC East. And that was 63% 2 wild on that one.
For real? Damn.
63% 2 wild, yep. The Saints will go undefeated in the time that Drew Brees is out.
2 wild.
Yes, sir!
2 wild. Stop. No, stop.
Jameis time.
They finna lose their first game with this man starting.
Jameis, let me look up their schedule.
They finna lose their first game with this man starting.
No bull. Did I not call this, though?
You did, and I'm very upset.
It's funny.
No, I'm very upset because I kept telling you stop saying Drew Brees was finna get injured.
But it happens every year, bro. It's not even like I called it. It's just like it was. You
put it in the air. It was inevitable. In the air.
It was inevitable. But look, it's funny because I said this before the year, and then I went back and looked at the podcast from a couple of weeks ago, and I had made a joke. You was like, when the next time Jameis gonna play or some shit like that, and I was like, he gonna be the quarterback in a couple of weeks. Couple of weeks later, he real deal the quarterback of the team. Crazy how a nigga be calling shit.
That's oh my god.
Jameis about to show y'all niggas. So they got the Saints or they got the Falcons. They got the
Falcons.
And he's supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks, I think, because he got a collapsed lung and a broken rib.
He gonna miss. He's gonna miss enough of the rest of this season for them to figure out if they want to keep Jameis starting or if they're gonna sit Jameis down after game 2. Like they got enough time to figure this out.
There ain't no need to sit nobody down because he's gonna do his thing.
Taysom Hill will probably become the starting quarterback.
We've seen what Taysom Hill can be at quarterback, and it's not good.
Taysom Hill.
He's a good gadget. He's a good gadget player.
Okay. I'm telling you what's gonna happen.
He's not a full-time QB.
You're getting your hopes up for Jameis Winston. It's not gonna happen.
Jameis. All right, bro. Okay. Let me get the next 4 games. So we got the Falcons. Duh. Broncos. Duh. Falcons. Duh. Eagles. Duh. And then after this 4th week, they got the Chiefs. I ain't gonna say duh for that one. That's an L. But hopefully Drew Brees back by that time. So the next 4 games, they winning these next 4 games with Jameis, though. They winning these next 4 games with Jameis. And I'm gonna just say it like that.
I'm going to say this now. For the New Orleans Saints, I am denouncing my beef with Atlanta. And I will pick Atlanta for both of those games.
Wow, you flaw. You've been saying all this bullshit.
I have not picked Atlanta in at least 6 weeks. I have not picked Atlanta in at least 6 weeks. But this upcoming week and 2 weeks after that, I will be picking Atlanta. I just want to let that be known.
This nigga flaw. So the Saints, that was not too wild for me. You said too wild?
Yeah, too wild.
And that was 52% too wild. A close one.
I don't know why that was close.
Those folks believing in Jameis. They know.
I don't know why that was close.
Anybody
who voted not too wild, you just clearly have hope in something that is hopeless.
Nah, that's hope. Jameis about to get a contract after this year. He about to pull a Teddy. He about to pull a Teddy B.
On to the next one.
You about to pull a Teddy B. I don't know why you hating, man.
Nobody hating. I'm giving you facts.
Yeah. The Rams are the best team in the NFC West. Too wild, not too wild.
Not too wild. They're making a case for it. I got the Cardinals still right now. At first, it was Seattle. I thought Seattle was just going to be this powerhouse team that low-key could have 3-4 weeks ago. I had them down to finishing the season undefeated, but the Cardinals have proven to be the best team in that division right now. But it's not too wild to say that the Rams can be that.
I'm gonna say this though.
Josh Green.
At this point, I would not be surprised if the Seahawks missed the playoffs completely.
Whoa.
Would not be surprised, not a bit, how they playing on defense.
Wouldn't be surprised. Real quick, Josh Green just went to Dallas. Thank God Luka got somebody with him and Porzingis. I just want to say that. But that's not.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. Have they lost 3 in a row or 3 out of their last 4? They lost
3 out of their last 4, I believe. Yeah. I don't know if it was 3 in a row, but
yeah, it's not 3 in a row. It's 3 out of their last 4 they done lost. But how they playing on defense and Russ is turning over the ball way more than what he was doing in the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
I don't even think he had an interception until like week 5 or week 6, and now he just giving up the rock. He had 2 picks last week, 3 picks against the Cardinals a few weeks ago. It's like, damn, Russ, you're starting to give it up way more than we expected you to, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't say they're not, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make the playoffs at all. But going back to this question, I say not too wild because I think the Rams are the most complete team. I think they're the most complete team in the NFC West. So I will rock out and say not too wild.
I don't know.
I like the Cardinals the most, though. I like the Cardinals the most.
I feel like Arizona pretty complete, too, though. They secondary like that.
But the front 7 is what I'm like, nah.
Their front 7 ain't trash. It could definitely be better, but
you got to think about the Rams defense, and that's why I'm comparing it to when I compare it to the Rams defense. I'm God damn, you got Aaron Donald, you got all them boys over there, and you got Ramsey, you got Rapp,
and you got Robinson. I think that's his last name.
Robinson, so they solid over there.
Yeah, okay, I give you that.
So I'm like, complete team in the NFC West. I'm giving that to the Rams. My favorite team and who I think will win this division, the Cardinals.
Yeah, I had it as the Seahawks, but the Cardinals look like the favorite to win it right now.
Yeah. All right, next one. The Colts are dark horse Super Bowl contenders.
Too wild. Next question. Way too wild. Next question. Way too. We just had a whole conversation on first game of the playoffs, and that's it.
Yeah, you got Phillip Rivers on your team too wild. The Pats will make the playoffs.
What was the percentage on that?
Oh, yeah, my fault. So for the Rams one, it was 50-50. They ain't had that many votes. The Colts one, it was 68% too wild. Yeah, so that was that. And for the Pats will make the playoffs. Too wild.
Too wild.
And that was 70% too wild on that one. Next one. The Eagles should trade Carson Wentz after the season. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. I feel like you got Jalen Hurts, drafted him for a reason. Yeah, it's just injuries and the lack of consistency, the lack of shown up talent to even have consistency with Carson Wentz right now is just real disappointing. It's gotten to the point where it's like in post-game interviews, we're tired of hearing, I got to play better. Like, we all know you have to play better. It's when are you going to play better? You know, we just have yet to see that. I don't want to say bust for Carson Wentz just yet, but he knocking on the door.
I wouldn't call him a bust now.
I wouldn't either. I say he knocking on the door. I ain't going to call him one,
but he was damn near MVP one season. No, he was damn near MVP.
He was, but the way these injuries coming in and the way he ain't been able to just do what he got, like, because that's a factor we have with all of these other great quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? So it's like with Dak, no matter if he got talented receivers or not, we expect Dak to do what it do because he has the talent. Carson Wentz, I put you in the same boat. You got the talent. If we give you mediocre and above average, you ain't even got to have great receivers. But if we give you mediocre and above average, you got to make something shake because you talented enough. You know, and he just has yet to do that really offensively. So I don't know. He knocking on the door of bust to me.
But yeah, not too wild. I don't think Jalen Hurts is the guy, though. I would think they would have to trade or maybe draft somebody else if they don't win this division. And they have a few quarterbacks that's going to be available in this draft. I think they said it's possibly 6 quarterbacks can be in the first round. So if they don't feel confident in Wentz, you can just trade Wentz and try to draft somebody else, whether that's a Jack Wilson, a Kyle Trask, a Mac Jones, whoever that's at the back end of that first round. You can probably pick them. So I think
I don't know. Could I just feel like they should try and do it with Hurts. Why draft Hurts at all? If you,
I don't think Hurts is the guy, the quarterback that I would want for that team, bro. From what I've seen from him this season, I don't know. I just haven't seen it. Like,
I feel like
you don't give me those vibes.
We need to see more reps from him. I feel like I need to see more reps from Hurts to actually give a decision on whether I feel like he should definitely be the starter or not. Right now, I feel like he's the next best thing after you get rid of Wentz. He's the person that you should try and build around for like the next year or two. Because after Trask and Fields and Lawrence, it's a big drop off after that. It's a big drop. Yeah, it's a big drop off. But you got the quarterback from Clemson coming in after Trask, like DJ. I forgot how to say his last name.
He a freshman.
He a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Oh, I thought he was a sophomore. Oh, he is a freshman. I don't know why I thought he was a sophomore. Yeah, so it is a big drop-off after this QB draft class. I don't know. I feel like that's a situation you got to find a diamond in the rough at that point.
That's what I'm saying. And it's just me. I really don't have that much confidence in Hurts even before last season, coming into this season anyway. I'm like, I don't really see quarterback or like star quarterback potential from Hurts. I think you can probably find more.
Yeah, I don't see star quarterback.
Do you want to go with solid? Do you want to go with solid? You want to give up Wentz and go to solid? Or do you want to pick somebody in the draft?
All I'm really getting from Wentz is solid really right now anyway. It barely
But you have
solid.
a higher upside with Wentz, I think, than you would have with a Jalen Hurts. I think you have a higher upside with Wentz. Because he obviously this year he been fucking up. But we seen what he can be when he has everything and when his mind is right. I don't even think Hurts' potential is that high, though. So that's why I'm like, if you're giving up a Wentz, you want somebody with that same type of potential who's going to give you great quarterback play. And I don't think that is Hurts. And that's why I say you're going to draft somebody, pick somebody up in free agency or whatever. I don't think it's Hurts, though. I don't think it's Hurts. But definitely should trade Wentz after what I've been seeing, though. Definitely. Yeah. And that was 61%, not too wild. All right. Whoa. It's about to be the what's name pick. He about to pick soon.
Yeah, they got pick number 20. Sadiq Bey from Villanova went to the Nets.
Who Who was before him?
Josh Green to Dallas.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Next one. Russell Wilson. Oh, damn, Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook and James Harden will be traded before the start of the season. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. Westbrook has already let hints be known that he doesn't want to be there anymore. James Harden declined $50 million, so I feel like that's a pretty big sign that, hey, I'm leaving. So definitely before December tip-off, we will definitely see both of them in different uniforms. Which uniforms, that is yet to be predicted at this moment, but I definitely don't see either of them staying.
Too wild. The key part before the start of the season. I don't think you can get Russ off that quickly, bro. I don't think you can get Russ off that quickly because we were talking about it last week. What are his landing spots? And I think they're having a very hard time finding landing spots as somebody who wants Russ's contract and Russ at this stage in his career. I think it's a lot of teams that's like, I don't know. So I think we will have to see Russ play in a Rockets uniform this season. Maybe not Harden. I think Harden would be easier to get off of, but I think Westbrook, you might have to play with Westbrook. And we heard a couple of reports earlier today and yesterday that the Rockets don't mind getting uncomfortable with them on the roster this season. I know that's probably just GM speak, but I think they really believe that as well. Because, hey, if you don't have the trade that you want for any of these guys, don't make the trade because they're still under contract. Right. They both have 3 years. They both have 3 years on their contract. So you don't have to trade them. You really don't, bro. Yeah. You really don't. So you wait until you get the perfect trade until you trade them. So if that's not before the start of the season, don't trade them. And I feel like you're not going to get what you want for Westbrook, I don't think. So that's why I said too wild. And that was 65%, not too wild. Moving on, we got the Bucks will win the East with Drew and Bogdanovich. Well, that's before I thought.
Yeah, I was about to say that was.
Well, so with Drew.
Yeah, I was going to say that's invalid. That's invalid.
The Bucks will win the East with Drew and Giannis and Middleton. Them too wild or not too wild?
With Drew, Giannis, it's not too wild. I got the Nets winning the East and going to the finals, but it's not too wild. I got the Bucks making it at least to the Eastern Conference Finals, so not too wild for me.
The Bucks will win the East, though. The Bucks will win the East. I think so right now. Just as we stand right now, like I said, I just have to see the Nets on the court together with the chemistry, bro. Because right now I just do not have the confidence in the Nets that I feel like I should be having.
I trust KD. That's really why I have the Nets winning the East and going all the way to the finals, because I just trust. I feel like we're at a point right now where we have to trust KD. A lot of people want to put KD in the GOAT, not GOAT conversation, but in the top player in the league conversation against Bron and stuff. And I'm like, we've seen Bron do some pretty unbelievable type stuff with certain rosters that if you give any other star player this roster, this isn't happening. And I feel like with this Nets roster right now, KD, you have damn near
everything. You have that. And that's what I want to.
And you coming back healthy, so it's like
coming back healthy. Now. And I wanted to bring this up in the next point, but I forgot. If I'm KD, I don't want Harden on my team because you taking away from my shine, bro. I don't want you coming off because then they're gonna start looking at who's really the one on that team. Yeah, KD, you're the greatest player, but we just talked about how the offense is going to be ran. The ball is going to be in Harden's hands. So who are they really going to be giving the credit to? So I wouldn't even want to Harden for that reason because if we do win a championship, who the credit going to? It's just going to be like a Golden State type of situation.
No, I don't think it's going to be like Golden State.
I think it's going to be a Golden State situation, bro.
I feel like this is the point where I tell people, okay, now I can respect if KD gets a ring building a team like this.
When you got Harden and Kyrie on your team?
Because you
that's a what's the name situation.
Because you went to the East and you formed that team. You didn't join a team that beat you that was already the juggernaut.
I'm just talking about talent.
You made a juggernaut. Talent-wise, okay,
I'm talking about in terms of getting the credit. I'm talking about in terms of getting
KD gonna get the credit. Don't get it twisted. KD
is gonna nah.
KD is getting the credit.
Who gets the credit for those Golden State championships? Nobody really gets the credit because it's just like it was expected at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it will probably be the same thing with this KD roster. It will be expected.
It won't be the same.
I feel like it would be.
There's no expect. there's no Nets expectations. There are KD
If you get Harden on your team, there are going to be expectations, bro.
Not for the team. For Kevin Durant, there's going to be expectations. For the Nets organization, there are no expectations.
If you get Harden, Kyrie, and KD on your team, it's going to be expectations. Very high expectations. Winning.
For the organization, I say no because you just hired. You're hiring a coaching staff right now where the head coach
and shit got to fly out the window.
No, I'm saying for the organization. For the organization, the head coach and the assistant coach have no experience at all whatsoever.
Mike D'Antoni?
I'm talking about Amar'e Stoudemire.
Man, that nigga.
I'm talking about Amar'e Stoudemire. We know D'Antoni over there, but it's like he's not the head person.
The Heat pick.
We got Precious Achiuwa.
Damn. I
don't know how to say this.
Yeah, Precious Achiuwa.
Yeah.
I wanted a guard. We do need another big man though, so I ain't mad at it though. We did.
I'm about to say we need somebody to help Bam. So
yeah, we definitely needed somebody big after Bam, and he was supposed to go way earlier in the draft too. I'm surprised he's still here.
Yeah, he was pick number 20.
Pick number 20. Solid pick. I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. They definitely need somebody behind Bam, so I ain't mad at it at all. All right.
But yeah, I feel like KD has expectations. The Nets as a whole, this is the first time in however many years they got to look towards success right now. So they're taking whatever they can get as far as record wise and playoff spot wise.
All right. Next one. And that was 55% not too wild for that Bucks one. The Lakers will win the NBA Finals in 2021. Too wild, not too wild. Not too wild.
They picked up Schroeder. Yeah, still got the same roster. Still got Bron. Still got AD. They haven't gotten much rest, so I don't know how big of a factor that'll play. But Bron spent like $1.2, $1.3 million a year on his body. That money finna have to be put to work. So I trust Bron. I trust the team. I trust AD to be a good number 2 and stay healthy. So yeah, it's not too wild. They can repeat if they want.
Not too wild. And I think the consistency, the fact that not a lot of change is really going to happen. You do have somebody like a Schroeder, but I think he fits in great with the team. So I don't think it's that much change. The consistency from last season and this season still going to be the same. While other teams trying to get to know each other with chemistry issues, you're going to be on the same type of time like you were last year. And I think it's going to really help them on their championship quest. So yeah, not too wild. And that was 65% not too wild. All right. Let's speed through these. Kyle Trask will unanimously win the Heisman. Too wild, not too wild.
Not too wild.
Not too wild. Oh, no, too wild. Unanimously. No, he won't win unanimously. So too wild. The Atlanta Hawks will make the playoff this upcoming season. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild.
Yeah, not too wild. They might be six seed? Possibly 6 seed. We are witnessing the final season of Drew Brees' football career. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild.
Not too wild. This is definitely his last year. And I think he already got a broadcasting contract set up for next season too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is definitely his last year. And he gets hurt every season. Like, it's inevitable. The window has already closed on James Harden and winning a championship. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. The age and just the fact that we already be putting the notion on him, he might go down as one of the greatest to never win one. So
too wild. If he gets with the Nets, they're winning a championship.
Yeah.
The Clippers will not make the Western Conference Finals again. All right. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild.
Who's in the West? No, they still going to be a top team.
Who's in the West?
It's going to be a top team in the West. I'm talking about who are the top teams in the West. Nah, not too wild. I mean, too wild on that one. If they get Rondo, I think Rondo is a key piece. If they get somebody like a Rondo who can really floor general this type of offense that they need, and Kawhi doesn't have to play make as much, I would say too wild on that one. But Rondo was a key piece in that, though. So I would say too wild because I do think that he will be sliding there. All right. Obi Toppin will be the biggest steal of the 2020 draft. Too wild or not too wild?
I said not too wild based off his size, his athleticism, and the fact that he's not too heavy for his size. I love it. I love the fact that he's a high points per game averager coming out of Dayton, and his 3-point percentage is pretty high too for his position. So I like the versatility that he has with the athleticism. So I feel like he's definitely the biggest steal of the draft that we'll see over the next 2 to 3 years.
And I would say too wild. Grant Riller will be the biggest steal of this draft. If you don't know who Grant Riller is, definitely look up his highlights out of College of Charleston. I don't know where he gonna land in this draft. He should be a first round pick off of talent, but he's 23 years old, so already know how people feel about the age type of thing. So he might slide into the second round, but he gonna be somebody who's gonna be a bucket from the beginning. He gonna score NBA buckets. So Grant Riller will be the steal of this draft, most definitely. And that's it for Too Wild Wednesday. All right, bro. What's your rankings of the week?
Rankings of the week. I got Pittsburgh number 1, Chiefs number 2. Who I got number 3? Probably will put Bucks at 3, Packers at 4. Damn, who I have at 5? I'll put Cardinals at 5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I would do.
Actually, no, Rams. I'll put Rams at 5. Rams really impressed me with their past week.
Damn. So I would go, Pittsburgh Chiefs definitely the top 2. Bucks, Saints, Cardinals. Bucks, Saints, Cardinals. So those would be my 3. And it's interesting because somebody was talking about it, right? They was talking about Jameis and how he can be way more explosive than Drew Brees. Because you already know Drew Brees is checking that bitch down every time to come on most of the time. Or throwing a slant to my boy, Michael Thomas. So they were like, Jameis want to sling that thing. You already know he can throw some picks, but Jameis going to sling that damn ball around the field. Exactly. So they was like, your offense can be way more explosive with him in there. And they were like, if the offense is explosive, does Drew Brees get his job back?
But this is the question that they've had, though. And Sean Payton addressed this to the media. He said, we don't expect him to throw interceptions every game. We're not expecting that from him. And the moment he does start doing that, 2 picks this game, 3 picks this game, 2 picks this game, like they're going to take him out. Sean Payton and the coaching staff have already said that. So yes, he can be explosive. He can give you 30 touchdowns over for the year, just like he can give you 25 interceptions. But do you want that ratio? I feel like they're trying to find somebody to give you a better ratio than that. So yes, he could be explosive. Damn, Tyrese Maxey to the 76ers.
Solid pick.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he can be explosive, but
he's not gonna throw as many picks though.
I hope not.
He can see. Bro, Derek has been on this pod multiple times, and he was like, you already know. Do you guys know what the difference is with LASIK eye surgery? It's a whole new world. Jameis was throwing and basically saying, fuck it, with his eyes closed most of the time and was having 30 touchdowns. He was saying, fuck it.
Because you got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. What the hell?
He can't see. So he throwing that bitch deep to Mike Evans, and he don't know who the hell gonna catch it.
He's saying, I know Mike down there somewhere.
You seen that pick with Kyler? You seen that pick with Kyler?
Yeah.
He's throwing down there. That was basically what Jameis was doing the past 5 years. So he finally got the eye surgery, bro. It's going to be different. He's not going to be the interception. He's going to throw an interception here and there. He's still going to have those type of tendencies, but he's not going to be like Tampa Jameis at all. And he's going to give you way more explosiveness because he's going to throw that bitch deep. Trust me. Jameis going to throw that bitch deep. All right. So picks of the week. All right, bro. Let's move on to the picks of the week. What we got? First game is the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Thursday night football.
I got Cardinals.
Me too. I got Cardinals, man. Bengals versus Washington.
Damn, that's some trash. I got Bengals.
Give me Washington, bro. Y'all hurt my heart this weekend, bro. Y'all supposed to pull off that comeback, man. Ain't supposed to pull off that comeback. But I got Washington, though. Alex Smith. I want to say this about Alex Smith, though. I feel like he's going to get comeback player of the year. He should get comeback.
Oh, yeah. They already damn near saying it. Yeah.
Okay, they're saying that already? Okay, yeah. Because I'm like, bro, coming back from that and playing, period, is crazy. So he's definitely get comeback player of the year. All right, next one. Patriots versus Texans.
Patriots,
yeah. Eagles versus Browns.
Browns.
Falcons versus Saints.
Falcons. Never. I haven't done this.
This man been flaking on the Falcons.
I haven't done this in like 6 weeks. So Falcons. I got the Falcons.
This man been flaking on the Falcons.
I know Tyrese Maxey was with Clutch Sports.
Yeah, him and Anthony Edwards.
Crazy.
No, he got the Saints. I got the Saints. I had the Saints. Lions versus Panthers.
Damn.
I got the Panthers.
That's a tough one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go with the Panthers though. That's gonna be a tough game.
Steelers versus Jags.
Steelers.
Titans versus Ravens.
Ravens. They're gonna bounce back.
Come on, Tanny. I'm rocking with the Titans, bro. I'm rocking with the Titans. Dolphins versus Broncos.
Dolphins.
Jets versus Chargers.
I ain't gonna do it again. Chargers. I picked the Jets to upset.
That's a real long call.
And they damn near did it. But I ain't gonna try that again though. Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. Cowboys versus Vikings.
Vikings.
Hey, I said Vikings will make the playoffs. They was looking sad at the beginning of the season. They don't won 3 in a row. They don't won 3 games in a row, bro. So they could still make the playoffs. I got the Vikings though. Packers versus Colts.
Ooh.
I think game of the week too. Yeah,
I'm about to say Colts on the surprise train right now, but A-Rod putting up MVP numbers? Damn. Who at home?
Colts. I'm rocking with the Colts.
I'm going to go with the Colts. I'm going to go with the Colts on this one. Now watch how Phillip Rivers just have a trash-ass game.
I swear I feel like I really haven't picked them in this type of game this whole year. I really haven't believed in Phillip this whole year. He going to bite me in the ass. He is. I already know he is. He going to bite me in the ass. But I'm going to still go with Phillip. Fuck it. Chiefs versus Raiders, Sunday Night Football.
I like Raiders. I like the Raiders.
I think the Raiders already beat the Chiefs. So I'm going to rock with the Chiefs. I'm going to rock with the Chiefs on this game.
I feel like the Raiders going to beat them twice. I like the Raiders.
Twice?
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, I think we already said this before, though, but I think the Raiders are real deals, some contenders.
Yeah.
Contenders. And you already know.
Coach of the year. I called it.
I ain't saying all that, but they are playing well. And I think this could possibly be, and I've seen this before, I've seen it somewhere, that this could possibly be Gruden's best coaching job, period, ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not surprised at all. And I think that's true. So good. Congratulations to the Raiders. But I'm going with the Chiefs, though. Rams versus Bucks.
I got the Bucks.
I'm going to go with the Bucks.
And for that game, that's Monday Night Football, correct?
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
Shout out to the referee staff, the officiating staff that's going to be for that game. This is the first game in NFL history that the entire officiating staff will be black. So I want to give a hand clap for that. I feel like we're in a time now where we shouldn't have any more firsts of anything. I feel like we should have been broke these type of barriers. It kind of sucks that it took
refereeing. For refereeing, I ain't tripping for refereeing now.
I'm just saying for anything. It's like we have enough good people in these type of jobs to where it's like, damn, we just now have a.
How many black folks really trying to be a referee?
It's a lot of black referees. For
in this type of level?
On the NFL?
On the NFL level, yeah.
It's enough to where we should have been seeing a full all black refereeing staff. At least by now. As long as the NFL has been around, like 100 plus years now, and we just now got a full African-American refereeing staff, like I just feel like it's well past due. But hey, it happened regardless. So just shout out to that. We made history with that. We're about to make history with that when it happens on Monday. So I just had to point that fact out.
All right. I don't like how Adam Silver just looking at the people. He just clapping and shit. They keep saying it's a moment with the commissioner, but he just looking at him. Like he's shaking their hand and no shit. He just standing there clapping. That nigga ain't doing nothing. Man, he ain't even talking to him. That shit weird. All right, bro. Let's move on to social media wants to know. Only got one question. Russell Westbrook will end up where?
Russell Westbrook.
They said he was looking like Charlotte was that possibility, but Charlotte, they just got LaMelo Ball, so they definitely not going.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they had went with what I said and got a Coro, it probably would have happened. But they got Melo, so
especially after drafting Toppin. The Knicks like
Westbrook to the.
That looks like the likely destination for Westbrook, bro. To the Knicks.
I hate to say this, but you're not wrong about the Knicks being a possibility. Do I feel like that's the best situation?
No, I'm saying where will he end up, though? Where will he end up?
I really can't think of nowhere else. Like how you were saying earlier, like his destination is the real big question mark as to why he hasn't left yet. I agree. I can't really think of anywhere that he could go. I'm looking at teams right now, and it's like, nah.
Somebody had said the Magic last week. Whoever said the Magic, that was a solid one. If you're trying to get Aaron Gordon out of that deal, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I think he would end up with the Knicks, though. I think he would.
Honestly, yeah, I don't know where this man could go.
I'm telling you, ain't not too many spots. And, bro, we talked about it last week, the Westbrook to the Clippers. But then I started to see trade rumors that it was Paul George for Westbrook. And I was like, whoa. I definitely didn't know that was the deal.
No.
I thought it was going to be Paul George, Westbrook, and Kawhi.
That's terrible.
They're talking about a swap with Kawhi, not Kawhi, but PG and Westbrook. I'm like, that's
yeah. I'm looking at all the teams right now. I'm just like, where would Westbrook go?
It's the Knicks, bro.
Other than the Knicks, and it's sad because other than the Knicks, you really
it's the Knicks, bro.
It's nowhere else. Like it's really. Oh wait. Nope. They got their future already.
Hey, where did Cole Anthony end up? Where did he go?
He went to the Magic.
Cole went to the Magic.
Yeah,
he's not going to he's not going to Western Indiana. He's not going to the Magic.
I was damn near finna say the Pistons, but the Pistons got Killian Hayes.
Possibly.
They got Killian Hayes now.
Oh, they got Killian now.
Yeah. That's why I said they got their future. So
the Knicks are the only one, bro. The Knicks are the only one at this point, bro.
Wait, who San Antonio had got? Because San Antonio just
got DeJounte.
They got Devin Vassell and they got they do got DeJounte Murray. Damn.
Come on, bro. Just go ahead and say it so we can move on. You trying your hardest to find somebody. Yeah.
Damn it. For right now, the best spot for Russell Westbrook is the New York Knickerbockers.
The New York Knickerbockers. Yes, sir.
I'm not saying it again, so I hope y'all heard me that time.
Yeah, I definitely see that, though. I can't see it.
I'm going to find somewhere for this man to go. It's not going to be the Knicks. I'm going to find somewhere for him to go.
Man. All right, bro. Let's move on. Let's move on to entertainment. Twitter. Adding these stories, man. That's definitely the biggest talking point of the week, bro. Biggest talking point of the week, bro. How you feeling about this shit, bro?
I got mixed feelings on it. It's like, I feel like they're just copying the trend of every other popping social media site right now. It's like, damn, y'all following the train. But at the same time, though, it's kind of lit because
it's working for them.
Yeah, it's working. Twitter is the most lit social media app right now, and I feel
it's been that though.
Yeah,
it's Twitter anyway. It's been that.
It's been that, but I feel like right now for sure it's the most lit app. And adding stories, especially if they start adding close friend stories, I feel like it's just gonna elevate to a whole new level. But I just don't like how they followed the crowd. We really been asking for an edit button. We want an edit button, and I don't know why they just keep ignoring us. That's pissing me.
Exactly, bro. I hate having to delete my tweet just to type the same shit with an edit.
Exactly, bro.
Come on, man.
A lot of people been saying like what we can do is we can try to tell them, look, give us an edit button, but we're only allowed to edit it maybe like 5 to 10 minutes after we tweet it, and then take the edit option away. I'm like, hey, give it some type of like trial run with different ideas or something like that.
What's the harm in editing? Why we should have been had this?
Exactly.
I don't understand. We should have been had this shit, dog. Exactly. Y'all giving us what they had gave us. They gave us the quote shit where you had to make sure you're quoting everything to retweet. Yeah. Then y'all giving us the close friends and the fleets. The fleets. It's like, bruh. And the fleets.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings on it. I kind of like it, kind of don't.
I hated it, bro.
I feel like right now they're still working out the bugs on it anyway because the stories be lagging and some of the quality is messed up. And when you go on someone's Twitter page and you click their profile, not their picture, but their Twitter Abby, it's like you have to hit it. At least for me, you got to hit it hella times before it gives you the option to view the fleets or view the picture. So
I pop up quick.
Yours pop up. Maybe it's just a bug with my phone, but it's different bugs that they still got to fix with it.
Yeah.
And there's no filters on there too right now.
Yeah, they missing a lot of shit. I was trying to circle something the other day and I couldn't. And they had no marker button or anything like that. And I was like, it's funny, but it's really funny because like when it first dropped, because it dropped yesterday, didn't it not? It dropped yesterday.
No, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. So when it dropped, everybody was like, "Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?" Literally minutes later, those same people are using the fleet and using the story. It's like, man, y'all ain't shit, bro.
I just want to say this. I feel like Twitter did this at this exact moment because so many people have like been hating Instagram lately.
Why? What's been the beef on IG? What's been the beef?
Bro, over the past 2-3 weeks now, Instagram has just really went to shit with the way their algorithm works because Instagram is turning into a shopping site damn near. They moved the activity button to the top. They moved the post button and the activity button to the top. And they moved the Reels button, which is stupid. I don't know why Instagram started getting Reels. They copying TikTok with that. But they moved the Reels button to where the post button is and the shopping button to where the activity button used to be. And the post and activity button are at top now. And that's stupid as hell because the way your hands and the way your thumb works, you are automatically pressing at the bottom with everything. So why would you make people work harder to get to the main buttons that they use? Like that just pissed me off. And people don't shop that much on social media to y'all throwing advertisements in our face and all this shopping stuff in our face. And there's no real explore page anymore either if you really go there and look. So it's just a lot of shit that Instagram doing wrong that Twitter looked at and said, we need to put stories on our shit right now because everybody's kind of deterring from Instagram at the moment. The one thing we need to do is take some shit that they already did and find a way to make it better. So when Twitter finalizes this story shit and they make it what it really need to be, everybody gonna give Instagram the middle finger and they finna come on Twitter.
I've been seeing that shit, bro. Because Twitter been jam-packed. I don't know if it's just been you, but Twitter been full.
Bro, I made a tweet that said that earlier. I was like, it just feel like it's a lot of people on here.
Yeah, it just felt like I felt like it was because of the stories. Like the stories shit just take up a lot of space now. It's like I don't see as many tweets as I used to see.
Oh, you mean from a view standpoint?
Yeah, I mean.
I meant from a user.
And for like hella people was joining.
Yeah, it's a lot of people from Facebook. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I like Facebook because Facebook keep me laughing. Keep that Facebook shit over there. Like, if you're popular on Facebook, Twitter will humble you. Like, I'm telling you that right now. You ain't getting
no likes, my boy. You ain't getting no likes.
Your 500 likes that you get on Facebook, you're gonna get like maybe 30 on Twitter.
10. It's gonna be a struggle. Niggas will scroll past your shit real deal. Niggas will scroll past your shit.
All of that. Y'all need to follow me back. I don't know who y'all think y'all is.
Follow for follow.
Earn your follows, my guy.
Yeah.
Earn your follow. I've been on Twitter. January will make 3 years for me. For my new Twitter. I've had Twitter since like before high school, but my new Twitter that I have, I've had for almost 3 years now. And I only got like 500 and something. And I'm humble. I humbly accept my 500 something followers.
I like to keep it small on my main Twitter. I only got 500 now, but I done had Twitter since 2011. So I'm a super OG when it comes to this shit. I done seen everything Twitter done did, bro.
I done had Twitter since like, 20? I wasn't active on it really, but since like 2010, I had one. But I wasn't active on it until like 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trey could tell you because it was me and Trey back in 8th grade. We both made Twitters, bro. And because he was the only person I was really interacting with. I was following like hella celebrities. There was nothing but D Wade, Mike Miller. That's back when the Heatles was all together. So I was following them niggas. And my name was the Big D Wade fan was my @. The Big D Wade fan. I was lame as fuck back then, bro. And I was lame as fuck. But yeah, I was really only interacting with Trey and my brother. But yeah, bro, those was really the days though. That's what the really late night shit, late night conversations, late night confessions. Oh my God. Them shits were hilarious, bro.
Bro, in high school, late night Twitter on the weekends, hilarious. Hilarious, bro. That was when the infamous phrase, I'm on your ass, boy. Yeah. That was when the infamous phrase. And we all know that situation. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about that situation.
So I want to say this, though. So you said this is the N for IG, though. This the N for IG?
It's not the N for IG, but it's definitely a phase right now where everybody is giving them the middle finger. They need to figure out how to get back to making the app enjoyable again. I think it's because Mark Zuckerberg has gotten control over it, and Instagram is under Facebook, and Instagram and Facebook are getting so similar now with how they run shit. So I feel like either Zuckerberg needs to figure out a different algorithm for this, and figure out how to get users to enjoy the app more again, or he just needs to sell the rights to somebody else who can actually make it what people want it to be.
Yeah. And I'll say this just for the last point. I'm not mad at Twitter because I understand it from a business standpoint, but I did not want this, bro. I like the way Twitter was, and we were still lit without the stories. Twitter was still the best social media app without the stories, because this is the thing with Twitter. Because IG is all about the look. So if you look right, if you thirst trapping, that's what you're gonna get the likes on. So niggas just care about how you look. But on Twitter, niggas care about what you say. Niggas care about your funny. You can have personality on Twitter. You can't really have that much personality on IG. So that's why I love Twitter, bro.
Plus all the bots. Instagram need to fix all these damn bots that we got on Instagram, bro. I don't know why there are so many. I don't know why they haven't fixed it yet. It seems like a really fixable issue. I don't know what's taking them so long, but on every post, not every post, I'll say every famous person's post or every blue check post, there's hundreds to thousands of like what kind of OnlyFans bots and like soft porn bots and weed salesman bots and all that type of shit. I'm like, bro, like, can y'all fix this? Because I'm tired of going through 80 comments just to see the 6 comments that I want to see.
RJ Hampton to the Bucks. Possible Bogdanovich replacement? I'm fucking with you. He's gonna be solid though. RJ Hampton. I've been watching him since high school. He definitely good, but he definitely has to work on the jumper though. But his athleticism is there, and he's 6'5" and can play the point and can play the 2. So I'm really excited to see what he can be in the NBA though. Like, gotta work on that jumper though. But the Bucks is a good fit. Bucks a good fit most definitely though. I like it. Yeah. I like it. All right, bro. Next one. Jeezy versus Gucci for the versus tomorrow. So how you feeling, bro? Who winning?
Man, I'm ready for it. I respect both. Both are legendary, but I'm going with Jeezy. I'm going with the Snowman.
Never mind. He's going to the Pelicans.
He is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's do I like that?
No, I don't. They got too many guards over there right now. I don't like it.
They do have too many guards. I mean, they just traded Drew, though.
They got Grant Hill, Lonzo.
Nigga said Grant Hill.
I'm just saying.
That was that Grant Hill, but
I'm just saying they got guards.
They got somebody else. They got Frank Jackson, Josh Hart, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You got Lonzo. I think he's better than a couple of those players I just named, but
I'm just saying, like, they got guards.
They definitely got a lot of guards, though. Definitely got a lot. I wouldn't have been mad if they went center at that pick. Emmanuel Quigley, Kentucky. Edgar, you wrote a couple articles about dude.
Yeah.
So he just SEC Player of the Year just went to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Definitely
I like it.
Over there.
I like it.
Yeah, I fuck with it. Definitely.
Schroeder left. And
Tyrell Terry still has not been picked. I'm highly upset.
Whoa, that's crazy. We both had him 15 pick.
Yeah.
Dude, damn near not going first round.
Damn. I was telling my mama all day. I was like, yeah, first round pick. They're gonna be first round.
He not going to the Celtics. He not going to the Jazz.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Celtics, though. I wouldn't be surprised.
They got
Keep on going with the names. Huh?
They got Kemba.
Backup PG.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of these players are not going to be starters anyway, especially at the back end. You're looking for a backup at this point.
But Boston, he could be a backup. Utah? Nah, I don't see it. The Lakers? No. Toronto?
Possibly. Because Van Vliet could leave.
Van
Vliet could leave. He's a free agent this year, so he could leave.
I could see Toronto, and then Boston got another pick at the last pick.
Boston need to trade these picks. What they got all these picks for?
Who knows?
They picked Aaron Nesmith at 14.
But yeah, I got Jeezy winning the versus battle though. Let me say this: Gucci is way more influential than Jeezy, but when it comes to the actual music, I got Jeezy over Gucci. Gucci is legendary in everything he does. He done put so many people on. He's responsible for so many careers. He's responsible for he's one of the top. He's one of the big 3 trap influencers that came from Atlanta. T.I., Jeezy, and Gucci. You know what I'm saying? But he LaFleur. You know, he Big Cat LaFleur. I can't take nothing from that. But we talking about Jeezy here. Jeezy got more hits. Gucci has more music, but Jeezy has more hits, and I feel like that's where the is gonna lean more towards Jeezy favor.
Yeah, I'm not really big fans of either of the two. But I would just rock with Jeezy just off the hits factor. I just know way more songs by Jeezy than I know about Gucci. So I would go by that. But I do see a lot of people saying Gucci because of the mixtapes. Because he got a lot of songs. But I only know the classics like the Lemonades and shit like that. I know that from Gucci.
They are saying Gucci because of all the mixtapes that Gucci has and all the underground shit that never made it to the radio, never made it to the like charts and all that type of stuff. They're saying Gucci for that reason. And if we just going off of the strength of that type of music, okay, Gucci will win. But if we real deal talking hits right now, like billboards or like album certifications and all that, he not touching Jeezy. He just not. Album Gucci don't hit like how mixtape Gucci hit.
Whoa. And this is for Mount. Hey, Mount. They done traded my man Luke Kennard to the Clippers, boy. He done went to the Clippers. They done, so it was a Clippers, Nets, and Pistons trade. And it was the Pistons get the number 19 overall pick. Nets get Landry Shamet. Oh, that's a good pickup for the Nets. And the Clippers get Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard, hey, if y'all know me, y'all know I bang with Luke Kennard heavy. He was playing good in Detroit last season, but it was Detroit. But he gonna be a big factor for this Clippers team. So congratulations to Luke. That's my man. That's my man for sure. So definitely shout out to him. I did want to ask something else about this. Oh, bro, do you feel like it's gonna be hands thrown at this shit? Gucci talking a whole lot of shit. Gucci talking a whole lot of shit.
I don't know what to expect from this. I really.
They definitely said it's gonna be in the same place. They're gonna be in the same place.
Oh yeah. Gucci made a whole video outside saying how they're gonna be in the same place. I was like, bro, Gucci turning in. He not turning back into the old Gucci, but he's showing qualities of the old Gucci.
Yeah.
And Jeezy is
because this happened before. This beef happened before it was the new Gucci. This is the episode.
Yeah.
Gucci
No, yeah. This was like when they was
old Gucci
prime.
beef. Yeah.
This was in their prime.
Yeah.
So it's like Jeezy has become a full mature adult. Gucci has too, but Gucci is slowly slipping back to that petty ass Gucci that don't give a damn what he say. And it's like when he posted the meme somebody made of when he said, "Go dig your partner up, nigga," but he can't say shit. And he laughed when he posted it. I was like, yeah, I don't know how this gonna go. I really don't. Like, because first off, they already gonna be in the same room. I'm pretty sure it took heaven and hell.
I did not know that was gonna happen. I thought they were gonna be in different rooms for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it took heaven and hell having to move to Earth to get them in the same room.
How much money are they paying these dudes to do this?
I don't know, but they got to be dropping a bag. This is gonna be the most. We thought Brandy and Monica was gonna be the best one out of all these. This is gonna be the best one. I'm telling you right now.
In terms of beef, or in terms of music.
In terms of music and beef, I'm not gonna lie to you. In terms of both, like honestly, because we talking about the originators of this trap shit. Like it's gonna be iconic, bro. I won't be surprised if Gucci try Jeezy, and I won't be surprised if Jeezy try to stand up and damn near swing on this man. So, cause when he play the truth, Gucci gonna be petty, and he gonna try and play the truth.
Bro, I've been listening to that shit all week, really trying to get pumped up for this shit.
Bro, if this man play the truth, Jeezy, you gotta fight him. You have to fight this man. He's
talking about Keisha Cole and all that shit in the song. I'm like, yeah, niggas want to throw hands.
Man,
want to throw hands for sure.
It's gonna. I get off work at 8:30. The battle starts at 8. I will be on my phone at work. Like I'm not missing any seconds of this at all.
Yeah, bro. This shit finna be good. And the last thing I had for entertainment was the Fresh Prince reunion, bro. We done seen some trailers of it. You expect it to be good? It looked good.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's gonna be good because this gonna be the first time that I always forget her name, but we call her the original Aunt Viv. She's going to be in the room. Like I don't think people understand how big that is because once I read into it and looked at videos of how her and Will Smith like did not get along and had beef, and for all these years they never were in the same room when they did these type of reunion stuff.
Yeah,
it's monumental to have her in the same room with all of them. I mean, rest in peace to James Avery. Uncle Phil can't be there, but I feel like having her in the room, that's gonna be monumental. It's gonna be something like great to watch.
Yeah. Peyton Pritchard to the Celtics. See, they could have got Terry right there. That could have been Terry right there. But Peyton Pritchard good though. I bang with Pritchard from Oregon. Yeah, he gonna be good. But they got too many draft picks. You gotta do something with these draft picks. You gotta trade up or something. I don't like that for the Celtics. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good too. But yeah, the reason why she didn't like Will is because she wanted to be the star, and she really didn't feel like Will acting was that great to be the star. So that's why it was a lot of tension between those two. So that's why she left the show in the first place. And we got the light-skinned Aunt Viv, and she never got the full respect from me.
And it was it some racial shit too?
I don't remember racial shit.
I think it was some racial shit outside of the beef between her and Will. I think it might have been some racial shit as well going on, if I'm not mistaken.
Racial shit meaning what?
I'm not sure. I gotta rewatch. Like, I think maybe between her and the production or something like that. It was something else other than Will. I think it was some type of racial tension there as well between her and maybe the producers or whatever. I gotta look back into it and watch whatever videos I had watched. But it was bigger than just Will. Will was the biggest reason, but there were other reasons as well.
Yeah, definitely gonna be exciting, bro. Everybody back together. We get to hear everybody's side of the story. Is she going to be talking about it? I'm pretty sure she's going to be talking about it.
I'm sure they're going to address it. Yeah, Will don't shy away from conversations like that, so I'm sure they're going to address it.
And that's the biggest draw for me to watch it, because I want to see how they come together, how they talk it out, and what's her reasoning for she left, or why she left, and things like that. That's really what I
think that come out Thursday too, don't it? Thursday or Friday?
They do come out the 18th. Or the 18th.
Today the 18th. So the 19th, yeah.
19th. Yeah, it might be the 19th. Yeah.
It's this weekend, whether it's tomorrow or Friday, whatever. It comes out the end of this week.
Yep. All right, bro. And that's everything I got for entertainment, bro. Got anything else?
Nope. That's it.
All right, bro. Pass the ox, bro. What you got for song of the week?
Song of the week is Rockstar Chains by Future from the Future and Lil Uzi collab album Pluto and Baby Pluto.
Still haven't fully listened to that. Definitely got to listen to that.
I give it about a 7 or 8, 7.5 out of 10 for my opinion.
That's solid. And mine is Show Me a Good Time by Drake. But listen to that shit heavy.
Yeah.
Listen to that shit heavy. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs off that album, bro. Thank Me Later. Definitely been banging with that shit. And yeah, that's it for this podcast, bro. Do you have anything else before we get out of here?
Nope. Let's just pray to God that Gucci and Jeezy don't try to kill each other. And
it's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some shit.
It's gonna be security in the room. It's gonna be hella security in the room.
Yeah, it's crazy because I seen Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs was out there tweeting because him and Jeezy got beef. Because he was signed under Jeezy before he really was signed to himself and got his own label or whatever. He was signed under Jeezy, so now he got beef with Jeezy. He talking about he want to be in that bitch so he can be involved with the tension. I'm saying it's gonna be some shit tomorrow. It's gonna be some shit.
And everybody been saying not everybody, but I've seen a few people say Jeezy already took a L because how you gonna sit in the same room with somebody that shot your partner? And I'm like, everybody been begging for this battle for the longest, and now that we finally got it, y'all talking about
it don't matter if people asking for it, bro. You shot my partner? I can't sit in the room with you, nigga. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, my boy. Real deal. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't think this versus battle gonna make it to the end.
I don't know. It's gonna be certain songs that are gonna get played.
Jeezy goes, not Jeezy, but Gucci gonna say some shit.
It's gonna be certain songs that are gonna be played, and I'm gonna be looking at Gucci like, and I'm gonna look at Jeezy like you gonna never play that? Like, it's gonna be a lot of disrespectful song selection.
They're going to have multiple bodyguards there. They have to. It can't be just everybody's squad. They got to be somebody in between. But yeah, bro, I think that's it for the podcast. You can hit it with the social media.
You can follow us on Twitter at QE Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at Q_N_E_podcast. You can follow and like our Facebook page, Q&E Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you can see anytime that we drop new episodes. Our email, QANDEpodcast@gmail.com for any business inquiries, questions, concerns, fan mail. We'll do our best to get back to you on there as soon as possible. Quincy's Twitter is Q_Hicks3. Mine is at Edgar Martin 97. You can reach Quincy on Instagram at Q Hicks Production. And you can reach me at Edgar Martin Official. Shout out to MTMV Sports.
Yes, and you can subscribe to us on all of our podcast platforms. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Subscribe to the YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube. Type in Quincy Hicks and press that subscribe button, bruh. And definitely follow me on my journey through this YouTube ranks. And I think that is it. And yeah, we appreciate y'all for listening, and we out. Peace. All right.